I don't know. Hello, everyone. Welcome to an exciting edition of Jeffrey Show Live. I'm your host, Jeffrey Taylor. Woo! And let's cut the bullshit. I am pissed absolutely the fuck off at this point. And I'm sorry if my language is inappropriate. And I'm sorry if this is a kid show. And I'm sorry if I need to be a little bit less passive to this. But no, they screwed my boy Kofi Kingston again. This is this close to WrestleMania. And you mean to tell me that Kofi Kingston defied all the odds and beat Sheamus' pale ass, he beat Cesaro ass, he beat Samoa Joe's fat ass, Eric Rowan's dumb ass got himself disqualified, and Randy Orton even got beat with no interference from AJ Styles. But Vince McMahon, you wanted to come out. You wanted to be on that bullshit that you've been on for the last few months. You all of a sudden forgot what you said to kick off this year. We're going to give the WWE fans what they want. We're going to start listening to you more often. Did you think this was the fuck we wanted? For Kofi Kingston to constantly be screwed out of opportunities? It ain't even WrestleMania no more. It is Kofi Mania. So you can just dead that after 35 years. It is officially Kofi Mania. And Vince McMahon, if you truly think that we just gonna lay down and let you get away with the bullshit that you've been on recently, it ain't happening, son, because you guys already screwed Booker T out back at WrestleMania 19. You guys already didn't give Big E the opportunities that he deserved. And we all know what's going on with Shelton Benjamin right now, and we can go all the way back to Ron Simmons Farouk, who never got his just, and he was one of the first World Heavyweight Champions of color. Now, let's get to the Gauntlet match. How this all came about if you was living up under the rock, and I talked a little bit about it on last week's review. Kofi Kingston has built up an incredible amount of buzz and fan base over the past few months. 11 years in the making. Not 1, not 5, not 6, 11 fucking years in the making. He's deserved this. He's been working for this. He wrestled an hour twice on 2 occasions within this year. Who is putting performances like that on in 2019? You can't even say Seth Rollins is giving you that performance. 2018, Seth Rollins was continuing, but constantly, consistently delivering at the Elimination Chamber and on SmackDown Live. That's Kofi Mania right there. You're not going to convince me that Kofi does not deserve a WWE Championship. And at this point, it needs to be the last match on the card. Fuck a Brock Lesnar. Fuck a Seth Rollins. And I'm not going to say fuck the women because I love the women and I love the revolution. But at this point, Kofi Kingston has been through so much shit that it needs to be the WWE Championship against Daniel Bryan. Make sure Eric Rowan bitch ass is banned from ringside and have a clear-cut winner and have Kofi Kingston win the championship like he should have won back at the Elimination Chamber. Like he should have got his opportunity at Fastlane. But nevertheless, I digress. This Gauntlet started off, you guys, with Sheamus and Kofi Kingston. In my opinion, for it to be first match of 5 people, it lasted too long. I was really concerned for Kofi in the beginning because I was kind of like, whoa. You giving him a lot in the early, like it's taking him a lot to stay down. Eventually, Kofi Kingston got the win. Next, we had Sheamus' bitch-ass tag team partner, Cesaro. I'm sorry, I'm just upset at everybody right now. We had Cesaro, another hard-fought battle. Not as long as the Sheamus matchup, but nevertheless, if you still got 3 more people you need to fight, I didn't want it to last this long. Nevertheless, Kofi Kingston got the win. New Day cheering backstage. I see the Usos. I see R-Truth. I don't see AJ Styles, but I digress. We go on to the third competitor. Daniel Bryan's bitch-ass teammate, partner, whatever you want to call him. His little bitch laggy. Eric Rowan decides to disqualify himself. And ultimately, I thought he was just a dumbass. But he did the damage done to Daniel Bryan. Because Daniel Bryan obviously don't want to face Kofi Kingston at WrestleMania because he know he has his number. So what Eric Rowan does, he decides to put the man through a table and disqualifies himself. Some bitch-ass shit, in my opinion. So Eric Rowan, I see you. You get yourself disqualified, and the next competitor turns out to be the United States champion, Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe, it looks like it's at the end of the road for Kofi. I was nervous. I'm kind of like, how Joe is going to kill you. Like, Joe. Nah. Joe ended up getting beat by Kofi Kingston. It was an upset, but nevertheless, he got beat by Kofi Kingston as well. Joe bitch ass, yeah I said it, Joe bitch ass decided to beat up Kofi even more, like he just did have a hard fought battle against Sheamus, Cesaro, and then get beat up by bitch ass Air Woman. So Joe, you a punk ass nigga for that shit. Now, we're gonna move on to the final competitor, which was Randy Orton. Okay, Randy Orton the Viper. They got a lot of history. We go back to 2009 with Kofi Kingston and Randy Orton. We go back to the recently Kofi Kingston eliminating Randy Orton. It's just been so much going on a hit and robbery scale when the robbery had that peak back in the day. Kofi Kingston ended up getting the biggest upset of them all, in my opinion, because he went through 5 opponents and the sloppy ass tacky ending between this matchup. So, nevertheless, Kofi Kingston ended up defeating Randy Orton with no assistance from AJ Styles, and I'm celebrating. I'm having fun with my wrestling Twitter fan. We having a blast because Kofi is going to WrestleMania. New Day Rock. New Day Rock. New Day Rock. But then Vince McMahon theme song played. And honestly, I knew that he was going to be on that bullshit when he came out. But when he actually said Kofi had one more opponent, being Daniel Bryan, I was over it. I was livid. And when it turned out not to be Kevin Owens or Mustafa Ali, it turned out to be Cell in his final form, the current WWE champion, Daniel Bryan, I was kind of like, ain't no way in hell with only 3 minutes left of the show. Daniel Bryan ended up getting a win, and Kofi Kingston will not be going to WrestleMania. This has got to be the most disrespectful, unfair shit in the WWE that I've ever seen in my life. I don't even want to talk about the rest of the show. Fuck. Whew. I need a drink. Woo! That was a strong drink. Let's go through the rest of the SmackDown Live, you guys. So you guys remember that bitch-ass United States Champion I was talking about being Samoa Joe? He will have to defend the United States Championship against Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. I can complain, but I really can't. Rey Mysterio is a legend. He's about 45 years old. Rey Mysterio announced that his son, who I heard from the streets that he is trying to become a professional wrestler, Dominic, at 21 years old. And that made me feel old, son. Yeah, I remember when Dominic was this high years old. And he was at SummerSlam 2005 trying to shake the ladder from Uncle Eddie. So seeing Dominic as a grown-ass man in 2019 is crazy. So Rey Mysterio will get the opportunity at the United States Championship at WrestleMania 35 against Samoa Joe. Now, I'm just going to watch that develop because we now know that there are a lot of other suitable competitors for that championship. But to say that Rey Mysterio don't deserve it and to say that Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio wouldn't be a blockbuster WrestleMania matchup is stupid. Like, I'm going to really enjoy that. In addition to that, we had the KO show, and he featured guest Becky Lynch, the man, the queen, Mrs. WrestleMania, Charlotte Flair. It wasn't nothing special to me. I really enjoyed Kevin Owens, his personality, his setup, the show setup. It looked like a contract signing. It ended up resorting in a brawl with Becky doing her usual sucker punch shit against Charlotte, catching her off guard, and Charlotte ended up retaliating in a bit, in my opinion, and officials had to break it up. And it just to build up WrestleMania even further, similar to what Ronda is doing on Raw. They're continuing to keep that buzz on SmackDown Live, in my opinion. Cool. Moving on in the show, we had AJ Styles that say he's looking to tear the house down. He's not trying to build the house down at WrestleMania. It was a cute little promo, similar to Batista's on Raw, just something to keep that and advance the feud with Randy Orton going at WrestleMania. And I'm really excited for that matchup when they do little things like that. So it's nothing heavy, but it just really gets me excited for WrestleMania because Randy Orton and AJ Styles is honestly like a dream match from back in 2008. If you was bound back those times, like who would you want AJ Styles to face? It would definitely be Randy Orton. Moving along into the show, we had The Miz open up the show with that babyface promo and basically explain that Shane McMahon wasn't right and he's excited for WrestleMania. In my opinion, The Miz has always been the face of the company for the past few years. He's been doing an exceptional job doing charity work. He has the personality and he's one of the hardest working men in the WWE that I know. So for him to get this huge babyface run means that there may be potentially a huge championship in the face of the company in all actuality coming in the future, which I'm excited for. So shout out to The Miz, and I've heard some rumblings that The Miz as a babyface is awkward. I think that he's doing an amazing job. One of the final things that I want to touch on, because there was really only 2 official matches, in my opinion, of the night. It was the Gauntlet match, which was one one big matchup that consisted of 6 matches. And then we had the IIconics that challenged Bayley and Sasha Banks on SmackDown Live, the WWE Women's Tag Team Champion, in a non-title matchup, and they won the matchup. I was really excited about the IIconics getting the opportunity to go back and forth with somebody as the star power of Sasha Banks and Bayley. Their antics are sometimes looked at as annoying because they haven't had the star power or the build up, in my opinion, like they've had tonight. So I'm really excited about the IIconics' future along with Bayley and Sasha, because I don't think this is over, especially after getting a win. I feel like this is the first team to officially earn a women's championship title match in the future, because Beth and Natalya just said that we want a title shot, and Nia and Tamina for some reason was granted the first title defense. Nevertheless, I digress. Bayley and Sasha looked amazing on SmackDown. The IIconics did a great job as well. And Lacey Evans does the absolutely most, and I'm all the way here for it. So I'm excited about what's to hold in the future for the WWE's Women's Tag Team Championship, which is a completely different atmosphere from what I had on my Raw recap the other night, you guys. I know, this is wrestling, and I absolutely love SmackDown Live, you guys. Let me guys know what you guys think of the Kofi Kingston bullshit that happened tonight and SmackDown Live in general, because it was a really, really great show. I enjoyed the flow of this show so much, you guys. I love the SmackDown so much. Like, a lot of people, I think, said that this is the first time SmackDown was annoying, but I love SmackDown so much. Everything matters to me, and there's just so much other talent that wasn't in action, that wasn't present, like the tag team champions, Mustafa Ali, the Hardys. They have so much talent. Andrade, they have so much talent, and the show goes so smoothly because they know how to use their talent. And it's just the A show, in my opinion. This is like the best thing to me. Yo, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like this video, dislike if you agree with what I said, subscribe to my page. I would really appreciate getting to 1,000 soon. Hit that bell notification if you don't want to miss future videos, and also comment on this video. Let's talk about this. Like, let's please talk about if we need to square up on Vince McMahon, old ass, run up at the WWE headquarters. Like, let's talk about it. Let's plan this thing out. And I'm gonna catch you guys later on an exciting edition of Jeffrey Showline.